Hello, my name is Chris and I will review the 2021 Kia Sportage. For 2021, Kia simplified the lineup from 9 models to 6 models. Thumbs up to Kia for sending Ross a not all equipped model, showing the confidence in their products. There is a huge variety in price among the different models. This is the EX Premium S model and has no dynamic cruise. The synthetic leather feels a bit less good than last year's, it's so hard to tell, and there is no big sound system as Kia reworked its option groups. This seems to be a similar treatment they gave to the Sorento. Still, this vehicle is exceptionally well priced for a 2021 and offers many qualities. I will explain why. The exterior is nice, as you can see, rounded, and manages to look less imposing than others, softer, less truck-like. There is a lot of room on the inside. The trunk is spacious enough when you fold down the seats. That is a lot of room you see here. The rear seats are also very roomy and a joy to sit in. The panoramic roof is large and allows for a lot of natural light. It just feels great inside and it is a premium feature. In front, with the exception of Telluride, these are the most comfortable seats Kia makes. Simple, with lumbar support and a headrest that does not lean forward too much, see Sorento. These seats create zero discomfort. The leather, once again, feels okay-ish. No big sound system here is curious, and some are put off by this turn signal, which is placed curiously low. Priced at $722 a month for 60 months in the province of Quebec, including sales taxes and the excessive environmental levies which are not indicated on the sticker, this is a very good price, and the 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty reassures the buyer. Also noteworthy, Kia negotiates, so you might even get this for $700 a month. The only slight weakness that makes Kia Sportage less than an absolute bargain is the average sound insulation. Everything else is fine. The drive is lively, comfortable, and the engine has sufficient power. The outward visibility is great and it parks easy with a tight turning radius. Out in the country or in the city, Sportage is fun to drive. Since 2020, I have enjoyed my road tests with this vehicle. I think you will too. The engine is a 4-cylinder that produces 181 horsepower and 175 pounds of torque and does 10.8 liters in the city and 9.1 liters on the highway. Those highway numbers are a bit high. This Sportage gets a 6-speed automatic, and with the exception of the base model, all Sportages come with all-wheel drive. It has ample power and the top model comes with a turbo. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers, driving the Kia Sportage, a nice catch from Ross. It's nice to receive these vehicles early in the year. Actually, it's 2020 now, so we get to 2021. Isn't that awesome how car manufacturers play God with the dates? What to say about this vehicle? Well, I tried the 2020, so I'm quite familiar with it. They did do a few changes. It kind of mimics what they did with the Sorento. This is the before all-equipped model, and the seats are now synthetic leather. They're not a real leather, and the infotainment display is monochrome. So they kind of readjusted. Maybe they were offering a lot more than everyone else. So in that sense, it does make sense. What to say about this vehicle on the outside? Well, on the outside, I think this is where this vehicle is very strong. The white doesn't transfer well on video, but however, in person, it has a nice pearl finish. Well done, Kia, on that level. The shape of the vehicle, no hard lines, really rounded. I had more than one of my female friends say they liked, and I'm always very mindful to report what that clientele says. Pretty important. I think perhaps car reviewers underserve that clientele. Well, the inside is very familiar. There's a lot of buttons here for the temperature. However, when you develop a muscle memory, it's fine. The infotainment, I'll say this, I haven't even used it. I always use Apple CarPlay, you perhaps use Android Auto, and that's pretty much what it is for that. If you look at the dash, nice dash display, very roomy here. Ross was here before, very, very roomy on that level. Our elbows are not rubbing. What you would expect from a compact crossover. Good visibility on the side, front, and rear 3/4, not too bad. Rear also, nice panoramic roof, really gives a feeling of being enveloped in natural light, especially today on a sunny day. It's got a nice shade, it lets just the right amount of light in, so it doesn't feel like too hot. Pretty good for that. I will say the seats, very comfortable despite being made out of a synthetic leather. One of the most comfortable actually in the category, really, And the steering wheel here is marvelous. Wonderful soft leather. Same thing here with the shifter. Very nice leather here. Very meaty feel. When you go into the different gears, it feels very positive. There's no slack in its movement. Very high quality on that level. Not a lot of flaws on this vehicle. I can only say that the engine, I thought it was very snappy when I was pressing on the gas. You know, especially when you're city driving, you're often leaving from a standstill. I find I like that. I mean, it's very snappy, and the steering is very lively. The suspension is tighter than most, though still very comfortable. If you put it on economic mode, the drive mode, you'll find that the snappiness of the accelerator is reduced, and it feels more like its competitors. And in fact, I've left it in economy mode for the day that I've had it. Overall, especially with the 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, when I did finance this vehicle, I came out to $722 per month, tax in the province of Quebec, purchased over 60 months, which is considerably less than a lot of its rivals. Now, granted, is it as quiet as a RAV4 as a CR-V on the highway? No, but you'll find an equivalently equipped model is much more pricey, and it doesn't have that great warranty that Kia has. So you have to factor that in. You have to do the math when you're shopping. All I will say is that Toyota will not negotiate on their prices. Probably Honda won't negotiate very much either. However, Kia is known to negotiate their prices, so there's that too also to factor in. So that's the buyer's guide portion of this review. Overall, I have to say this is recommendable, probably very recommendable, I would say, based on its inherent qualities, its ease of use, its tasteful interior, its tasteful exterior, its nice driving dynamics, its very comfortable seats, and all the qualities you would expect from a vehicle in this category. You sit high up, commanding visibility, and this panoramic roof is very nice. And that is the review. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, well, then you should subscribe. And that is it.